Hey guys, welcome to another vlog. It's day 2 in Florence and today we are going for a full day guided trip to the beautiful countryside of Tuscany. So in this video, we are going to cover the following places. Visit Siena, one of Italy's most charming medieval cities. Visit a winery in the Tuscan hills along with traditional lunch and wine tasting. Wander the medieval streets of World Heritage City San Gimignano and see the legendary Leaning Tower of Pisa. Tuscany is known for its fascinating landscape with its beautiful countryside and rolling hills. It is arguably Italy's most compelling destination and a traveler's dream. The excursion began with a visit to Siena, the city of the Palio horse race. The historic center of Siena has been declared by UNESCO a World Heritage Site.
We are in Siena right now and we are going to explore this place a bit. We are in a group of like 20 people and we also have a guide here with us.
It is famous for its cuisine, art, museums, medieval cityscape and the Palio, a horse race held twice a year. Siena is likely Italy's loveliest medieval city and a trip worth making, even if you are in Tuscany for just a few days. Over the centuries, Siena has had a rich tradition of arts and artists. A number of well-known works of Renaissance and High Renaissance art still remain in galleries or churches in Siena. The Siena Cathedral is a masterpiece of Italian Gothic architecture. The cathedral was designed and completed between 1215 and 1263. A proposed expansion of the main body of the cathedral was planned in 1339, which would have transformed the church into an ambitiously massive basilica. However, the scarcity of funds, in part due to war and the Black Death in 1348, truncated the project. In the heart of Siena is Piazza del Campo. This is the place for the Palio horse race, which is held twice a year. The event is attended by large crowds and is widely televised. Movie audiences worldwide can see Siena and the Palio in the James Bond movie Quantum of Solace. Visiting Tuscany, and in particular the province of Siena, is an experience that is very much in tune with wine tasting. And I was told that no trip to Tuscany could be complete without a wine tour to the region of Chianti. Amidst the vineyards and the never-ending lush green hills, the Tuscan countryside is breathtaking. After Siena, we stopped in a winery located midway between Siena and San Gimignano. This was a group wine tour and we were taken through all the steps involved in the wine production process.
Today what is to let you enjoy a lunch, is to let you enjoy all the wines that we make, is also to let you feel the difference between this.
We had our lunch time in the winery restaurant where we were served lunch and a wine tasting of 3 renowned local wines. The lunch consisted of typical Italian foods, starter with bruschetta, salami and fresh cheese, and at the end a typical dessert. After lunch, the tour continued with a visit to San Gimignano, the splendid medieval town declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1990. San Gimignano is a small walled village about halfway between Florence and Siena. It is the epitome of a Tuscan hill town, known as the Town of Fine Towers, and is famous for its medieval architecture. At the height of its glory, San Gimignano's patrician families had built around 72 tower houses as symbols of their wealth and power. In the 14th century, San Gimignano fell under Florence's control. The Florentines usually asserted their power over the local nobles by ordering them to lop off their towers. But for whatever reason, some of San Gimignano's original skyline was allowed to remain intact. Although only 14 out of 72 towers have survived, the city still retains its feudal atmosphere and appearance. A stroll through the core of San Gimignano in the shadows of its surviving towers is a delight. The final stop of our tour was the city of Pisa. Although it was dark by the time we arrived there, but still we were excited to see and admire the Field of Miracles, which consisted of the baptistry, the cathedral, and, of course, the famous Leaning Tower. Here is a fact check. Do you know the construction on the Leaning Tower of Pisa took 176 years?